Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Automate with Girish. In this video, we're going to solve another use case from Bots DNA, that is virtual plot. So first we'll see the requirement. So first we have to download the Excel file from here. So I have downloaded the Excel file, and inside this Excel file we have to give our own email ID. So here I have given my own email ID on which I want to receive the email. So the requirement is we have to copy the seller mobile and buyer mobile from here. So first we have to perform some string operation because the number is not in proper format. So we have to extract last 10 digit of the mobile number, and we'll copy this, and I'll come here. I'll do control F, control V. So I found my mobile number here. So I'll select seller here because this is the seller mobile number. So I'll select this radio button, and I'll store this name inside a seller name variable. Same I have to do for buyer mobile also. Here the name is correct. So I'll copy the name, copy the mobile number, and I'll again search this mobile. So I found this mobile number here. So this is the buyer mobile number. So I'll select buyer radio button here, and I'll again store this name inside buyer name variable. So after this we'll copy the plot number and paste here, and square feet that is 230. I also copy and paste here, and after this I'll click on submit. So one booking number is generated. So I'll store this number inside a variable booking number, and once this is done, so we'll have to send an email to these two email address. And what will be the mail body contain? So this is the mail body. Here in two we have to pass the buyer email ID and seller email ID. We'll get this from Excel. From here, seller email ID and buyer email ID, and plot number has been booked successfully. Booking number, we have just will get the booking number from here. We'll store this inside a variable. And plot number, here we have to pass seller name. Seller name will get from here. We have capture this seller name and buyer name from here. So we'll pass here, and plot number will get from Excel. Square feet also will get from Excel from here. And date and time will pass current system date and time here. And same will create one HTML table, eh, like same, and we'll pass booking number that we just captured now, buyer name, buyer phone number, seller name also, and seller phone number. So seller phone number will get from here. So so these all details will fill here in the body mail of the body, and we'll send it to given email address. So, and same that we have done for this row, we have to do for all the data present inside Excel file. So there are total 18 data. So we'll do the same for all the data. So we'll see how we can do this in automation anywhere. So first I'll copy this URL. First we have to launch this web page. So from browser package, I'll drag and drop open command. I'll select new window here, and here I'll select Google Chrome. I'll pass the web page link here. Once this is done, so now I'll open my Excel file. So from Excel advanced package, I'll drag and drop open command, and here I'll select desktop file. I'll copy the path of the file from here. I'll select sheet contains headers. So because my sheet contain header, so I'll select this checkbox and I'll give the session name as default. Once I have opened the Excel, now I'll read the Excel data. So for this, I'll drag and drop get multiple cell command. Here I'll select all rows and here I'll pass the same session default only and I'll store the output in a variable t excel sheet data. Now I'll loop through each because we have the data excel data inside table variables. So now I'll drag and drop loop command to loop through each row in the table for each row in table and here I'll select the table that I have just created now and I'll store the output in a R table row variable. So now we'll get all the data, but first we have to like the phone numbers are not in proper format. So we have to bring the number in proper format. So for this we'll do some string operation here. So from string package, first I'll drag and drop replace command. So if any dash is present inside this phone number, like if my phone number contains dash like this, so I have to replace this with nothing. So source string once again. Source string I'll pass dollar r table row and seller I'll pass the index 0 because first I'm working on seller mobile. So I'll pass the index 0 and find a string I'll pass dash and if dash is present so I'll replace dash with nothing and I'll store the output in s seller mobile. So once this is done, now I'll drag and drop substring command and here I'll pass my source string dollar $s seller mobile that I have just created and I'll reverse this. So for this I'll give dot string reverse and after this like once I have reversed this string so I will extract from 1 to 10. So here I'll pass the length from 1 to 10 and I'll store the output in S seller mobile only. But I have performed reverse operation here. So again I need to perform reverse. So I'll drag and drop reverse command and now I'll pass dollar $s seller mobile and I'll store the output in S seller. So now my phone number will be in the correct format. Same operation we have to perform for buyer also, buyer mobile number. So I'll copy the same command once again and here I'll pass buyer mobile number is present on the third column that is 012 second index. So here I'll pass 2. If dash is present then we'll replace the dash with nothing and I'll store the output in S buyer mobile And after this, here first we'll reverse the string s buyer dot reverse, and length I'll give from 1 to 10, extract the number, and I'll store the output in s buyer mobile. And now I'll again reverse the string. So here I'll pass $s buyer mobile, and I'll store the output in s buyer mobile. So we'll see the output till here first, because this is a good practice. Like whenever we are performing anything, so we'll check that like whether we are getting the correct output till here or not. So here I'll pass $r table row. I'll pass the original string and the final string. And here I'll pass $s seller mobile. Here I'll pass $r table row to $s buyer mobile. So this is the seller mobile original string, and this is the like after manipulation we get this mobile number, and this is the original mobile number, and this is the after we have performed string operation, then we'll get this number. So we'll see the output till here first. So yes, this is the original string, and this is the like 785878. We are getting the last 10 digit. Here also we are getting the correct output. Same like this, we are getting the last 10 digit, and here also we are getting the correct output. Here also we are removing the dash from the given number, and we are getting the this is the our final string mobile number, and from this mobile number also we are extracting the proper mobile number. So yes, we are getting the correct output. So I'll stop my bot here. Once this is done, now I have to search my mobile number in this table. So I'll capture this table now. So I'll drag and drop capture command here. I'll select the web page, click on capture, and I'll capture this table because we have to search our mobile number inside this table. So I'm capturing this table now. Here we'll select get table, and I'll store the output in a variable t capture table data. Once this is done, so Now here I'll again drag and drop loop command. Here I'll select for each row in table, and this time I'll select T capture table data because we have to loop through this table now, and I'll store the output in a variable r table row 1. So here I'll give the condition if here I'll select string condition. So see, mobile number is present on the 0, 1, 2, 3 third index. So here I'll pass dollar $r table row 1 on the third index if it's equal to seller mobile number. First we'll check seller mobile number. So here I'll pass the s seller mobile. If it's equal to seller mobile number, then we have to, if mobile number is equal to seller mobile number, then we have to click on this radio button. So for this I'll right click on it and click on inspect. Then I'll copy the DOM-X path, copy X path, and I'll paste this here. See, I'll copy the X path for the seller. This is for first radio button. I'll again copy for second radio button. We'll see the difference first, like what the difference in the X path we are getting. So if you can see here, we are only getting the difference in table row, that is 2, 3, 4, same like this. So we have to pass here one counter to select this particular radio button. So and same for this also, for buyer also. We'll see, we're gonna use this domex path after some time. And see here also the difference is table row is changing 2, 3, then 4. So we'll create one variable that will store the row count of this table. So for this I'll copy this domex path first. So if match is found, then I have to click on capture radio button. So here I'll select the radio button, and here I'll set action to take on object. I'll select because when the match is found, when the number match, when the number are matching mobile number, then we have to click on select this radio button, and also we have to copy the name of the seller. So here I'll unselect all the properties except this domex path. and here I'll pass my domex path that I just copied, and here we have to change this. So I'll create one variable from number package. I'll drag and drop one assign command about this loop, and I'll assign 0 here, and I'll store this in an table row count because we have to variable will keep the row count of the table. So that's why I'm giving an table row count, and here I'll pass that variable. Instead of 2, I'll pass dollar and table row count dot to string, and then the remaining one. Yeah, so that's it. But every time, like when my loop is running, and if the match is not found, see, when my first time loop will run, if the number is not like match is not found, then I have to increment this row count, table row count. So for this, I'll drag and drop increment command here, dollar and table row count. I'll increment this value by 1, and I'll store the output in and table row count. So yes, this is done. We have select the radio button, and also we have to store the name inside a variable. So for this, from string package, we'll drag and drop assign command, and here I'll pass dollar r table row 1 because we are storing the data inside r table row 1, and the name is present on the 0 1 2 second index. So here I'll pass index 2, and I'll store the output in s seller name. So I'll click on I'll check the radio button, and I'll store the output I'll store the name inside a variable s seller name. And once this is done, like if the match is found here, if match is found here, so I don't have to loop again for all the data. So here I'll break the loop. So I'll drag and drop break command. So this is for seller. We have to do the same for buyer also. Buyer name. So again, actually I'll copy paste this same here, and here I'll create new variable. Here I'll create a new variable r, and table row count 1, and now I'll loop through each. Okay, and I'll increment my table and table row count 1, and I'll assign the output in and table row count one variable. And if this mobile number is matching with, here I'll pass as buyer mobile now. And if the number is matching, then we have to select the radio button, but this time I'll pass the domex path of the buyer. So this is the domex path for buyer mobile number. Actually, if you see here, we have just only one change. Here seller we have two and here we have one. So instead of this, I'll just give one here because this is for buyer, and here I'll pass and table row count one because this time we have created this variable and table row count one. Yeah, that's it. And again, I'll store the name inside as buyer name. So I have to select this radio button and store the name inside a variable. And once this is done, I'll break the loop. So that's it. Uh, we'll see the output till here first. 1 second. Okay. After this, okay, we'll go further. After this, I'll drag and drop capture command because once this is done, once we have selected this checkbox and copy the name inside a variable for seller and for buyer also selected the checkbox and copy the name inside a variable. So uh, we have to read the data from Excel and paste here plot number square feet and then we have to click on submit. So for this again I'll drag and drop capture command and this time I'll capture this text box. Here I'll select set text and I'll pass $r table row and here we'll see the index of the plot number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. On fourth index we have plot number. So here I'll pass 4. We can also give name but I'm passing the value by index. So we can also give here plot number but you can use like whatever you want. By name also you can access or by index also you can access. So here I'll set the text. Again I'll drag and drop capture command and this time I'll capture square feet. So I'll capture this square feet text box and here I'll pass select set text. I'll pass $r table row and index would be 5 this time. See 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Square feet is present on the fifth index. So I'm passing 5 here. Once this is done, I'll again drag and drop capture command and this time I'll capture the submit button. I'll select left click here. Yeah, that's it. So once this is done, once we have selected seller and buyer, and we have given this 34 and 230 also. So here I'll pass 34 and square feet I'll pass 230. So I have to click on submit. So we'll get this page, and from here we have to extract this booking number. So for this I'll drag and drop if command. Actually I'm giving dynamic delay because sometimes it may take time to load the next page. So that's why I'm giving dynamic delay here. So once this object exists, then only we have to extract booking number. So that's why I'm giving this if command. So once this object exists, so I'll give the maximum wait time 25 seconds. So once this is true, then only it will go inside this if command, and I'll capture this booking number. And here I'll select get property, and we'll see in which property we are getting this booking number. So in inner HTML, we are getting the booking number. So I'll select inner HTML here, and I'll store the output in S booking number variable. Once this is done, so we have to go back one step and see here again the value that we are selected is still selected. So we have to refresh the page. So shortcut for refreshing the page is F5. So here I'll pass keystroke F5 to refresh the page, and I'll perform the next same operation for next row data. So here once this is done, from browser package I'll drag and drop go back command, and I'll select the browser here thanks.html, and we have to number of steps we have to go back. I'll pass one here, and once this is done, so for refreshing the page I'll pass the keystroke in the starting of the loop only. Every time when it will look for the next row data, it will first refresh the page. So here I'll pass simulate keystroke. Browser I'll select virtual plot, and here I'll pass F5 to refresh the page. So only one part is pending. Like after we get the booking number, we have to send an email. So we'll see that part first, uh, or we can do it right now. Okay, so we'll do the email part now only. So first we have to from email, mm, package, we have to drag and drop connect command, or we can wait. We'll see this later. First we'll see the email part, but first we'll run the bot till here and we'll see whether we are getting the expected output or not. Here I'll give some break message box to see whether it's selecting the correct or not. So here I'll pass dollar buyer name actually. So we can see whether we are getting the correct output or not. Buyer name, and here I'll pass the same message box, but I'll pass seller name here. I'll run my code now. So it will open the web page, and after this it will open the Excel file and it will start reading the data, and then it will search the mobile number inside this table and see the match is found. So it's selecting seller checkbox and storing the name inside a seller name variable. Now it will again search for the buyer it will search the buyer mobile number, and once the match is found, so it will select the buyer radio button and store the name inside a buyer name variable. Now it will fill the plot and square feet and click on submit, and then it will get the booking number, and again it will go back, and again it will refresh the page, and then it will search for the seller mobile number, and it will select the radio button and store the name inside a seller name variable. And after this it will search for buyer number mobile number, and it will select the radio button and it will store the name inside buyer name variable. So yes, we are getting the correct output. It will fill the data and it will click capture the booking number, and again yes. So yes, we are getting the correct output. So only one part is pending. How we'll send the email? So we'll see this now. So first we have to establish the connection with our Gmail account. So for this, here I'll pass imap.gmail.com, port I'll pass 993. These are the configuration you have to like. you have to fill that this data to establish connection with Gmail server. And here I'll pass my select variable and pass my Gmail. I have created my Gmail and password here. See, I have given the Gmail account and password here. So this is not my Gmail password. Actually, this password is created by two-step verification. You can watch my previous video. So in the last part of that video, I have explained like how we can how you will get that this password. So you can watch that video. So here I'll pass dollar password. Here I'll select use secure connection and I'll select iMac only. So once this is done, I'll save this. I'll enable this command now. Once the connection is established, so after like uh, once I am getting my booking number, after this I'll send this email. So I'll drag and drop send email command here. I'll select email server here once again. In to address, we have to pass these two address. See, seller email address and buyer email address. So we'll pass index. We'll read this data from here. So on which email we have to send this data, we'll read. We'll get the email address from this Excel file. So we'll pass this. So on first index and on third index we have the data email IDs. So here I'll pass dollar r table row 1, and if we have, you can see here, use comma for multiple email ID. So we have two email IDs, so I'll give comma and again I'll pass dollar r table row, and here I'll pass 3 on first index, and on third index we have email IDs here 0 1 2 3. So I have given that. I'll CC is optional, so I'll not write anything in this CC and BCC. Subject we have given in the mail body. So subject will be plot hash booked successfully. So here I'll give plot hash booked successfully, and we have to pass booking number here. So I'll pass booking number dollar s booking number, and attachment we don't have any attachment, and in HTML code. So I have already written the HTML code so that we'll get the table. So this is the code. See, we'll go through the code once. After running the bot, we'll go through the code also. I'll copy the code here and I'll click on HTML code and I'll pass my code here. So here we are getting this red box, that means we have some error in this. So we'll fix that error first. So here we have to pass plot number. Okay, plot number is present on dollar r table row. So plot number is present on the fourth index. I'll copy this and paste it here. And square feet is present on the fifth index. So I'll pass 5 here, and I'm giving system. This is this uh, system variable that will give the current date, and transaction number. So we have created booking number actually. As booking number. So you can see here the red rectangle that was showing previously, now it's blue. So that means the code is correct now. And here will be from address. So here I pass my from address, and server host I'll pass smtp dot gmail dot com. Server port I'll pass 587. So this is the configuration actually. You have to pass the same. And here I'll pass select true, and in variable I'll pass my variable dollar Gmail username, and password I'll pass dollar pass. So yes, we are good to go now. I'll save the code. I'll delete my message box now. Message box is just for understanding purpose. So I'll delete my message box. So once this is done, so at the end we'll close our Excel file, and the session name would be the default only. Yes. We can close our browser also. Okay, fine. We'll see the output now. So first it will open the web page, then it will open the Excel file. It will read the data from the Excel, and then it will search inside this table, web page table, and when the match is found, it will select the radio button, and it will fill the data and click on submit. It will again come back here. Again, it will perform the same operation for all the data. So yes, we are getting the output now. So we'll wait for some time. Till then, the bot will complete the process for all the data. So if you have any problem with mail body, like if you want the help with HTML code, so you can connect with me. You can ping in the comment section. So I'll definitely help you with the HTML code. I'll go through my code once, and still, if you have any problem with HTML code, you can connect with me. I'll sure help with the code, how we can do that. So you can connect with me. And if any other query you have regarding this, if you are facing any issue, so you can comment in the comment section. I'll for sure reply to your query. So our bot runs successfully. It will close the Excel file also. We can close this web page also. You can include this in your code, and we'll see the output now. So you can see here we are getting the data. Plot has been booked for this booking ID. I think there is some network issue, that's why it's taking time. So yes, we are getting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 data. So we'll get the same data in this email ID also. 4142 4142 and then 81582946. So we are receiving the same email for on this email ID also. And see, last email is 32778189, and here also 32778189. And this is the email body: Dear S Krishna and H Apparao, new plot 74. This is the plot number and this is the square feet. 412 has been booked successfully on 10/31/2022. And this is the details: booking number. This is the booking number, buyer name, and phone number. This is the seller name and seller phone number. And this is the mail body thanks plot, and this is the website name. So this is the same body that mentioned in the use case. We have created the same body. So yeah, that's it. And this is the code for writing the HTML, like HTML body. So this is the CSS code actually for styling purpose. And this is also CSS. So here I have given dear, and here I have passed seller name, the variable name actually, seller name and buyer name. See, here you can see dear, and this is dynamic, so that's why I have given variable name here. And again, new plot number, and here I'm passing variable because this will change every time. So here I'm passing variable with number, square feet, and here again I'm passing variable because this will change for every single data has been booked successfully. And here also I'm passing the variable. And p is p is for paragraph tag. Then I'm starting my table tag because we have to print the data in a table format. We have to send the data in table format, so that's why then I'm creating table row, then table data, booking number, and buyer name. And here I'm passing the uh, variable because this will change every time. So here I'm passing variable. So seller name and name, seller phone number, and here I'm passing seller variable, that is seller mobile. And at the end we have given inside p tag we have print thanks plot bot and the website name www.botsdna.com. Then close the body tag, close the head tag, and close the HTML tag. So if you have any question, any doubt regarding this project, you can comment in the comment section and I'll sure revert to your query. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.